Hi, I'm Dr. Sophie from Op Family Chiropractic. Are you or someone you know dealing with constipation or struggling to have daily bowel movements? If so, keep watching this video to find out what you can do to help. Constipation is defined as difficulty having a bowel movement in hardened feces or fecal matter. So most people you know has probably dealt with constipation at one time or another. A lot of babies deal with constipation. Maybe you have a kid who has a lot of difficulty going to the bathroom or without discomfort. And so today we're going to talk about what maybe be the cause of that, what you can do to help it, and what to watch for. So whenever you are ingesting food daily, you should also be having a bowel movement daily, right? Because the bowel movement is actually to detoxify and eliminate waste from your body. So as the food travels through the digestive system, your body absorbs what it needs, all the nutrients it can, and then it's formed into the stool as waste to get rid of, because if it sits in your body for longer than a day, typically, it's going to create an increased chance of infection, inflammation, and all sorts of things that you don't want to deal with in your gut. So the bowel movement and passing stools is a really important process that's often underestimated by just how valuable it is. So like I said, if you're eating food daily, you should have a bowel movement daily. I have a lot of patients who come in, or just people that I've talked to who say they only go maybe once every couple days, or every 5 days, or every 3 days. It can be a lot of varying. So that may seem like it's normal for you. I've had a lot of people say, well, that's just how I am. That's how it's always been. So that's how my body functions. While that might be true, I would say that it's more common for you than normal. It shouldn't be a normal thing. So if that's you, just know that there is some work to be done so that we can help your body be healthier. Some ways to help it at home, or some things you can do to help, is first of all taking magnesium citrate. That's something we have here in the office. And this is a magnesium supplement, so it's natural. But it acts as a really calm, a mild laxative. So it'll help move things out. It helps increase the water levels in the intestines so that there's plenty of fluid there and it can pass naturally. And that's good for most ages. The next thing we would recommend is a probiotic. So that just helps promote healthy gut flora and all the good stuff that you need to fight infection and also keep things moving as they should. The next thing, which seems obvious but isn't always, is hydration. So whether in young kids or adults, making sure you have enough water in your body, because that's a huge part of having a healthy stool and making sure they're not too hard or firm. The next thing is vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is one of your cranial nerves, but it's the only one that travels down through the body. So it's called the wandering nerve because of that, but it travels from your brain down to your kidneys / uterus. And so it has a whole bunch of functions all the way down your body through the nervous system. So it's also something that when stimulated, it helps start the small contractions that gets your bowels moving. So there's a lot of ways to stimulate the vagus nerve. I encourage you to look some up and pick one. Some options would be singing really loudly, or gargling water, or even splashing cold water on your face. That's a really good way to stimulate the vagus nerve. For a baby, I recommend parents use an electric toothbrush, so soft vibration, and you just hold it on the back of the baby's neck, as long as they can handle it. For some people, it's like 30 seconds, but just what you can do, and that'll help that vagus nerve stimulation and get things going. And then the last thing I want to talk about is your fiber intake. So this is super important. We get a lot of fiber through vegetables and fruits. There's some other sources too, but those are the main ones. So make sure that you're really having a variety of vegetables in your diet. For kids, I know, who are picky, it's sometimes hard to get them to eat anything besides carrots. So get creative, figure out ways, maybe making fruit smoothies that are sweetened by fruit but have a lot of leafy greens in them, or hide them in certain recipes. Maybe, I remember growing up, my mom would always stick random vegetables like in lasagna, which is so funny, but it's a good way to get it in there without your kids realizing exactly what they're eating. Or even like soups or stir fries, you can get a lot in there, and just figure out any way you can get more fiber into their diet and your own diet. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about constipation at all, or bowel movements, or what that should look like, feel free to contact the office. We would love to help in any way we can.